Hello everybody and welcome back once again to the ECC Season 3 League Play Week 4 now, where today we're going to have two very exciting matchups for you. I'm Havoc RL and I'll be taking you through the live games and the cast for today. Getting straight into the day ahead and the schedule for you. We start with the Legends Division game in about 5 minutes or so, 4 minutes, between Zypher Purple and Bim Bam Banzai Unicorns. Bit of a mouthful to say. And then in an hour's time at 8 PM CET, we have the Champions Division game of Serac versus Redwater Aqua. Redwater just newly joined team to the ECC. Great to see what they can do, but you know, two games from two highest possible leagues here. The best of the best for you. But yeah, we'll just have to see how this plays out. It's got a message. So for these games, Zypher Purple versus Bim Bam Banzai Unicorns. Gonna go through my predictions really. The lineup for the two, so Zypher Purple is Jakey, Mish, Swifty, and Dragon. Dragon being the sub here and Jakey as the captain. Then the three in the roster for Bim Bam Banzai Unicorns being Dennis, Psycho, and Spoopy Boy. So let's get into my prediction here. It's going to be a bit of a difficult one, I think. Looking at the league table and an update for you on the Legends Division, we have Zypher Purple actually up in second place here. 4 wins, 0 losses, unbeaten, along with Zypher Silver and Intact GG. I think two of Zypher Purple's games have been forfeits from the opposition, so, you know, 2 wins for them really out of the 2 they've properly played. Meanwhile, Bim Bam Banzai Unicorns, I'll probably shorten their name to Unicorns for the game. Just a bit of a mouthful to say, but they've won 2, lost 1 within actual playing, rather than a forfeit, and they sit in 6th. Zypher Purple in 2nd. I know it's a bit difficult considering the forfeits, but I think I'm gonna go with Zypher Purple to take this game. It just seems like Bim Bam Banzai Unicorns, I keep forgetting to shorten their name, keep slipping over on it, but it seems like they haven't had the greatest of starts compared to what I thought they would have done. I thought 3 out of 3. I'm not sure who they actually lost to though, so that could change it. If they lost to Intact GG, for example, it wouldn't be so bad for them, but you know, only 3 games played compared to Purple's 4. It's going to be a tough match, hopefully a very close one. I'm having notification of one of the Unicorns players having a bit of a poor connection. It keeps disconnecting. We'll try and get them on stream. We'll have to see what happens though. But yeah, really, may as well sum up the Legends Division while I'm at it here. No, Zypher Purple, my favourites here. Entity and Zypher Yellow, I think, yeah, they've both dropped out of league. They've both, for whatever reason, have had to drop out. And then, out of the teams who are still in, we've got AUC Legends on 2 points, with both their wins being forfeit wins, I believe. They haven't won a series in the games they've played. 0-6 in games after the 2 they've played. And then it goes Bim Bam Banzai Unicorns in 6th, joint with Gadalians, 2 wins, 1 loss. It's actually seemed like the top half of this division is actually really strong and close, with 6th and 5th having 2 wins and 1 loss. And then we get into the top 4, where it's filled with Zypher, Zypher Green, Zypher Silver, Zypher Purple, and then Intact GG at the top. 5 out of 5 wins. They're looking like a strong force. Just waiting for, I believe, Psycho to join in. It's going to be Jakey, Mish, and Swifty for Zypher Purple, and Dennis Spoopy Boy, and Psycho, as I said. But without further ado, the time has come, and I'll hand you over to the short map animation. Hopefully we can get this game going as quick as possible here in this Legends Division matchup. The players joining the teams here for the first game of the day, Legends Division, the best of the best here. Zypher Purple versus Bim Bam Banzai Unicorns, and in 1 out of 5 here. We'll have to see what teams can do. They're gonna have to show us well here why they're in the Legends Division. But the early whiff here from the Unicorns. Spoopy Boy wants to play it out to the left, but Jakey back in, Psycho away. It's not the greatest of clears though, but the misplay from the pressuring attacker not getting anywhere, and the shots coming in from Unicorns are clear from Zypher. It's just seeming a bit of a slow start here for both teams there. Not really getting anywhere defensively. I feel like shots were a bit weak as well, but the attacks here from Unicorns, the shot down, there's no one in defense. Jakey just hooks it onto the bar. The finish wasn't quite there. The 50 perfect for Zypher, but Swifty without boost. Jakey comes to help him out. The shot going towards the corner, and Unicorns couldn't keep that out. Jakey with the opening goal. Swifty's 50 straight there. Jakey zooming in to help him out. There we have it. The defense of Unicorns wasn't quite positioned how they probably wanted to be. Now Zypher Purple take this 1-goal advantage in game 1. A good place to be in the situation. Swifty with the next shot. Psycho out away from his net. And Dennis get it into the middle, trying to get that equaliser here. Spoopy able to make it, and Psycho with the follow-up. The quick attacking rotation from Unicorns, and Psycho with the block, the dunk, and pinching it into the back of the net. It's 1-1 here. There's great resilience from that first touch. And just almost a bit fortunate there for Unicorns, but it's a really good start now. Both teams slowly get back into this, and they're starting to play how they want to. A bit more calmness and composure, but Unicorns going for the attack again to get the lead after going 1-0 down. It hits the bar, and now Jakey on the counter-attack, trying to catch Unicorns off guard. And that's something you're going to see a lot from this level of gameplay, just the quick counter-attacks, but also the quick plays and quick challenges here. Psycho having to take it out, trying to conserve his boost. 37 he has got. Swifty up to the roof, going for the follow-up. Dennis not able to turn around in time, but does get the block instead. Spoopy forward towards the right. Mish with the 50 away, but they're all really challenging, and Psycho's given quite a bit of time there, but doesn't utilise it as well as he probably wanted to have done. With the control, Unicorns with that control at the moment. As Mish finds himself low on boost, able to just take it away from net, and Jakey couldn't challenge, leaving Swifty back alone. Psycho off the backboard. Spoopy trying to get that read. The shot wasn't quite on, but the Psycho with that follow-up. Didn't quite make it. Jakey with that clear, and Unicorns really with that attack intent. The pressure is on from them, and all Zypher needs to do is really challenge a bit further. You're seeing quite often that they're really giving a good half of the pitch and space, or at least a third, which is helping Unicorns get that pressure and get forward quickly. Spoopy. Out to the right, trying to get it into the middle. Swifty with the backboard block, and now Mish coming in to help out Swifty there in that defensive panic. Jakey. Pass across, or let's get the deflection and being blocked, and now the shot from Jakey, great redirect. Good save to meet it. Zypher Purple with a lot of the pressure right now. Zypher out to the left. The bounce perfectly over Jakey, but Swifty there with the follow-up. Shot coming in, Spoopy's away, and Unicorns having their fair share of defense now. It's really end-to-end on pressure. One team with all of it, and then the next switching around, but Jakey trying to fizzle out that attack and pressure on them. And Mish with that misplay, it's an open net. Jakey with the miss as well. The whisk coming in, and Dennis just lightly tapping it into the bottom corner of the half-open net. I don't know what happened with Zypher there. They just panicked a ton there. I think Jakey thought Dennis would have been there a bit quicker, therefore panicking a bit too much. But Unicorns with the turnaround. They do have the lead here. 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Could be anyone's game, but as they pass it into the middle, the save, the block not quite there. And Dennis making it 3-1 here for Unicorns. At a time where at the beginning of the game they looked a bit weakened. They're really showing us how they could improve and they could turn a game around. Swifty with the pass down to Mish. Mish with the shot. Spoopy perfectly positioned though. 2 players in defense. Perfect rotation from Unicorns. As a Legends Division team, they know what they need to do here to keep it at 3-1, and they should have the skill to just play it out for their victory. Dennis going for the backward pass. Spoopy not reading him, but the shot coming in from Psycho. Mish away out into the right. Jakey down the passing plays here from Zypher Purple. Swifty onto the backboard. Psycho with quite a bit of time there to get it away. Zypher should be challenging a bit earlier considering the situation in the game being 2 goals down. Now, Unicorns trying to get forward, trying to get that 3rd goal cushion, just to really confirm this game. Jakey, up to Mish. Mish getting that redirect. Seconds and counting left. It's Unicorns' game here, but can Zypher get goal to push momentum in their favour for game number 2? However, it's cleared and fizzled down to a 3-1 victory, I believe, here. I was trying to keep it up though. Finally, pump down onto the grounds. Bim bam Banzai Unicorns. Game number 1, 3-1 in the Legends Division matchup. It's really the 2 goals from Dennis help them out there, get the 3-1 victory. We'll see how they do in game number 2. Be here for you shortly. Kickoff here in game number 2. Unicorns taking game 1, 3-1 there. A very outstanding performance, a very considerate victory for them. Had the first goal deficit, but managed to turn around and have that resilience to take it to a 3-1 victory. It's all about, can they do that again? Can they just make sure that they outwit their opposition? take the win, but Jakey trying to go for that flip reset from the air dribble. Not quite getting the connection on all four wheels to get that touch, but Mish with that read off the backboard. I'm not sure if that was a fill out double touch or not, but just Dennis's clear was quite poor in the push forward from the player Mish. Just with that double touch, that great read, feathering his boost to stay up there and down into that really unchallenged goal. Defense from Unicorns weren't really on it as quick as they should have been. But Dennis, to get into the middle, they're trying to show us that the 1 goal deficit doesn't scare them as they did in game 1 as well. Swifty will go for the ball, but Dennis into the middle. Not really anyone following for them until now with Psycho. Using the wall to get into the middle. Swifty trying to go for a bit too much for a pre-jump, and Jakey having to come and really save him from that position. Mish towards the middle. Dennis will pass up Psycho, who doesn't really get a good clear, and Jakey playing it over Dennis, and the open net being poached into. So now we have a 2-goal lead for Zypher Purple. Be a much harder turnaround for Unicorns to do. With 4 minutes left, anything is possible. Especially at this level of gameplay, teams can carve out the opposition with 1-2s and with quick cross-field passing, but we just need to try and get that going here. Still early stages in the series. In terms of best of 5 and the double commit shot, I think the pinch was trying to happen from Unicorns, but didn't quite work out. Pinching it across the net, and Dennis playing it over Psycho. Psycho with the overcommit. Jakey search out boost, actually losing himself in the process, and now Zypher have 2 at the back, managing to deal with it though, and Jakey with the pop over the final man, not quite happening. It's a good attempt though, trying to get himself into the game from that awkward position. And boost still. Spoopy. Struggling to get it away, and Mish not to do much with it either. Jakey. The roof going for the shot as well into the middle to Swifty. It's blocked by the 2 men of the Unicorns defense, but it's just not fully away at the moment, and Swifty going for all that pressure. Past one that flicked past the other, and what a play from Swifty to take it 3-0 up. Spoopy just didn't challenge, I'm not sure why. Got beaten to it, and then Psycho, not much he could do there unless he had the reading ability of a master. But Zypher, much better performance from them this game. They're playing with speed and pressure, exactly what Unicorns did last game. Now, with just over half the game left, they are 3-0 up. Swifty, out to the right, a pass to Mish. Mish into the centre for Jakey. It was a good opportunity, a good passing attempt, but just didn't work out, and now into the middle for Unicorns. Jakey's up into the middle, a bit too powerful. Mish caught in quite an awkward position, having to shadow Psycho there. Now, Zypher find themselves on the defending end. Swifty with that skillful clear, the shot going on the bar. Psycho with the read off that bounce. A great play from Psycho for Unicorns to get that goal back. And suddenly, the pressure's turned onto Zypher. They know they're 2 goals up still, but with the momentum on Unicorn's side, they have to be a bit more careful about the way they play here. Minutes to go. Jakey with the shot early on from kickoff. Just really speedy plays here from 2 sides. Only really slowed down when passing attempts do happen. Trying to carve out the opposition, as I said. Here, Zypher find all 3 of their players ball side, making it quite awkward to clear. Dennis trying to get that ball off the backboard into the centre, and Swifty trying to get it forward, but doesn't quite work out. It's a bit end-to-end, player to player right now, but Swifty into the middle pass to Jakey. Good communication from the team, but doesn't quite work out. Another pass in the middle by Dennis to Psycho. Psycho not quite touching the ball, overshooting it instead. Now Zypher get their attack going with Jakey, getting the demo on Dennis. Painful there for Dennis, having demoed twice there. Let's keep the pressure on. 100 booster flick over Swifty, but Mish suck, and I feel like Psycho's had his disconnect of the game. Unfortunate there for him. Swifty. Getting it about there. Seems to be a bit more sportsmanlike to their opposition. They know they're 3-1 up, they don't really want to score too many more. Really be a bit unfortunate for Unicorns. I had been warned about this by Dennis, but now Unicorns with the shot. Mish not really expecting it. Lingering around the back post, having to hook that off the line. Now with 15 seconds to go, it seems that with the one-man advantage as well as the two-goal advantage, Zypher Purple take game number 2. Flipped result 3-1 here. Clock goes down to 1. Spoopy with the fake, and Zypher Purple take that game, and it's even 4 goals each here. But anything can really happen. If you go into game 3, 1-1 in games, we'll just have to see what goes on from here. Game 3 about to get underway here. A very even series so far in terms of the 1-1 draw in the game, but 3-1 victories respectively for both sides, and could really go anywhere depending on what team is on their game. Now Dennis trying to get the early lead, Mish getting it away. Unicorns haven't taken a lead yet in the series. They're going to want to do it now and trying to get that real advantage which comes with it. Mish with the speed to beat out the opposition player, and now Swifty towards the backboard, passing it to the centre, maybe hit the ceiling, just does. Jakey with the shot into the top corner off the bar. It's not going to hit the net, but Psycho is getting it away. Dennis playing it slow but keeping it high. Great position for Swifty, and it rolls into the centre for Spoopy Boy to try and get. Now an open net rises, but not really there expecting it. Unicorns with the pressure after 1 minute. Zypher should have had 1 goal by now with Jakey's shot going onto the bar. Really be anyone's game, as I said. Very even matchup so far. Psycho towards less Swifty there to read. But Dennis with that boom onto the backboard area. Jakey having to waste a good 50-60 of his boost to get there. It's not really a wasted effort. He did get it away. Mish finding his way forward with the ball. Now Zypher with the pressure, 1.5 minutes gone. Both teams trying to settle back into this 1-1 up. It's really restart all over again in terms of the series score. Boopy trying to get that redirect instead of passing it down into the middle. Now Psycho down off the ceiling. Mish not with the best touch, but Swifty is there. Just freestyling along the whiff off the backboard from Unicorns, and Zypher Purple with that 1 goal advantage, as has happened in the previous 2 games. Spoopy maybe expecting a bit of a quicker hit and a ghost touch. Not really helping him out there. 2 minutes played. 1-0 to Zypher. Unicorns are going to want to peg back into this. They're going to want to attack a bit more. The pressure's been off in the last minute. Instead they had it all in the first minute. Now Dennis putting it into that open net. The miss read from... Can't work out who it was. It might have been Swifty. Just speeding straight past it, and Dennis not the best of touches, but it didn't need to be great. The open net opportunity. 1-1 here. Approaching the halfway mark. Both teams going to be neutral here in the way they play. Psycho trying to get the ball and Spoopy going for that shot. He's trying to gain possession, passing it into the middle, not quite a pass, going for the shot instead. Swifty onto the backboard, making it quite awkward for Dennis, who's just driving circles around the edge of the box. Spoopy, let's get it in the middle. Swifty had to jump away in the attempt from Psycho. But Dennis with the shot, Jakey onto his own bar. Zypher just surviving. What a thread right now, but 2 minutes to go. It's time for either team to get back if they do concede, but finally Zypher get forward. Spoopy back across, but Jakey well read and well positioned to take it back. And demo means no one's in net for Unicorns, as Mish trying to take that angle, passing it down instead. No one there to follow up. Now Jakey with the return. And to the middle, Mish onto the backboard. Psycho knows he has a bit of time, but not that much time. Jakey getting the shot, but cleared away. It was too central into the goal. Psycho down. Spoopy trying to get that redirect, not getting the touch. It was a close effort. Now Psycho across into the middle. Jakey was making Spoopy wait. Couldn't really overcommit and missed team play of the bump. Not really helping their attackers. 1 minute. Rises. I didn't see the touch there, but Psycho with the goal. Dennis with that pass. Psycho with that flick. That deft touch. Deft touch just to put it over the last two players. And Unicorns establish their lead here. A game which will take one of the two teams into a position where if they win one more, they'll have the series, but Zypher trying to get back, Jakey trying to get the pass, but missing the ball. Spoopy, possession in the middle to Psycho, a bit of an overhit pass, hitting that ball on the half volley, but Dennis up going for the block of the double touch. Spoopy down, set up Dennis with that touch, but it's now into Psycho into the middle. Mish there to save it, and Spoopy again, Swifty away, 20 seconds left. Zypher saving themselves from a definite loss right now. They're not really getting the pressure to attack. Swifty plays it into his own box, Spoopy back in, 10 seconds left. Zypher without boost. It would be extraordinary if they could salvage anything from this game. Mish into the middle, no one there to follow up. Oh, it's onto the backboard, there could be a chance here, but Psycho there, rushing Swifty out. Now Jakey keeping it alive. Mish, they're going back towards their own box. Now Swifty just playing it too far away. And bam, Banzai Unicorns with the 2-1 win. To take them 2-1 up in the series, one game away from the victory. It's a very even game, that game though, and anything could really happen in game number 4. The kickoff of Game 4 underway. Bim Bam Banzai Unicorns with that 2-1 lead in games right now. With the overlay not updating, it seems. They go for the shot, miss away. I'll try and fix that in a sec. But Psycho onto the backboard, trying to go for that ceiling shot. I can confirm 2-1 to Unicorns. Left confused by the overlay. Now Zypher on the attack, Mish going for the shot down low, but couldn't really quite make anything of it. Now Swifty with the touch, Spoopy getting it away, taken away from Dennis in the process. Now into the middle of the backboard attempt is really awkward from Spoopy. Unicorns find themselves in a very awkward position as Mish with the pressure on the touch, or the missed touch from Unicorns, and now they finally find themselves playing it forward to Zypher's half, and the open net. Swifty gets back and Dennis leaving it for Spoopy. Mish reading the slow touch, the most fake play. Zypher still have the possession and pressure. Psycho away, Swifty back in, go for that double touch read down low. What a touch into the middle, but Spoopy perfectly positioned to get there. It was a really good solo play from Swifty, but can't make anything of it. The fake into the middle, Psycho with the pre-jump clear. Wasn't really needed, but now Jakey with a shot. Pressure from Zypher, making it impossible to defend there. Spoopy left hanging in the air there. Seemed like the attacks were never ending from Zypher. Now they have their lead 4 games in a row, but in 2 of them they've lost it. Can they prevent themselves from doing that again? Swifty getting the hook away, Psycho back in. Jakey back, rotation good from Zypher, as they seem to always have 1 or 2 players approaching the ball at one time, with one behind. Swifty going for the double touch attempt, instead playing it into the middle. Psycho not with the greatest of clears, but with the recovery and follow-up to get there. The flick over the last man. Oh, it's just too high. Spoopy onto the crossbar and it's out. Zypher with that 1 goal lead still, and making it 2 there, Jakey with his 2nd goal of the game from his 2nd shot. With half the game gone, this looks like it's going to be Zypher's run to get the 4th game and take it to game number 5, but Unicorns, they have it in them. Can they salvage their old performances and try and get back before it's too late here in game 4? Jakey, big forward Psycho, trying to get the attempted pass back to Spoopy, and instead of Spoopy having to read this pass, but it's a bit of a risky play. They have to be risky here, 2-0 down. They have to get forward as quick away as possible, as Jakey struggling on the backboard. Swifty there to help him. It's a slow touch, Mish struggling to get it away a bit. Now up high into the middle, Unicorns couldn't get the shot on target though. That was a real good chance. 2 minutes left, and it's really just a ping pong game of pressure and performance. The first game going to Unicorns, 2nd game to Zypher, 3rd game to Unicorns, and now game number 4, Zypher looking the stronger team of the 2. Jakey going high, knock it down into the middle, and it's away, but Mish on the follow-up on that really good bounce touch to get it high, but Spoopy going for the aerial play. Great control from him, but it's led to his team being caught very far up the field. Spoopy once again in the air, seemingly his natural position. Zypher really handling them good, well at the moment. They are 2-0 up there, sitting further back, allowing the pressure on, but also handling it well. Jakey's pass wasn't quite there, the bump instead. Psycho having to push it forward. They've got 50 seconds to salvage this game and attempt to win it here. Game number 5 would be a very nerve-wracking experience for both these teams. especially with Unicorns knowing they've got this game, they would have won it here. It would be an unfortunate event if they do lose it. Unicorns with that pressure going into 30 seconds, the last 30 seconds of this game. As I say, Mish here just trying to conserve his boost there, keeping all they've got, Zypher, to make sure Unicorns can't get anything out of it. And Psycho's demo making quite far up, and Swifty into the middle trying to get the dish towards goal, but it's cleared away. With 4 seconds remaining, it's a game 4 here to Zypher. Swifty's going to try and keep it up. Can he get the third? But he just knocks it away from his teammate. And 2-2. Game 5 in the first match of the day. And what a game it's been. Legends Division opening match. Game 5 up next for you. What a game it's been so far. Game 5 underway here in this Legends Division matchup. Top half versus lower half of the league here. Very even match, showing that Legends Division very even league at the moment. And Psycho trying to pass Dennis. Dennis with that shot. A great team play to start off this game 5, and just that pass is perfect for Dennis to get in front of Mish. Jakey caught the back post, not with enough boost, I believe. And finally, Unicorns get the opening goal. Maybe something new is going to happen in this game. Maybe Unicorns can keep it up as well. Jakey with the touch, going to try and follow it up to try and put the pressure on Psycho, and Dennis flying for it as well. Mish not getting the control, and Zypher looking a bit shaky at the moment going into this game 5, but Jakey trying to turn that around. The block from Spoopy. He cuts to try and take that again. Now Psycho booming it on towards backwards. Swifty slow up to it, but manages to get that good clear away, utilising the bounce as you should be with the clears at this level of gameplay. Now Psycho forward Mish back to meet it. Spoopy meeting it again. The redirect from Psycho with the power to take it forward, and Dennis, I don't know what he was doing, just caught too far forward. The rotation wasn't there. And Jakey with that goal, you also saw Mish just trying to track back. Maybe almost catching defense off guard, but Dennis is too far up in that situation. They've almost freely given away the lead. And Zypher get the equaliser. Unicorns trying to push forward again to re-establish the lead they've had for a good minute of this game, but they're slow to get it away at the moment, and Mish trying to keep pressure on to really pounce on Unicorn's slow and weak attempts to get the ball back. Jakey taken away from Spoopy. Spoopy's out of the play, and now Swifty beating out once Jakey. Jakey just getting in the way of Psycho and like fooling of what he would do. Now Psycho with the shot towards the bottom corner. Swifty pushing it away and wide. And the demo on Dennis, sorry. Really, I think Unicorns are... Zypher the chance to push forward, and Mish just bumped a tiny bit, enough to push his car forward, and Psycho with that shot into the corner, into the side of the goal. Oh, the little touch wasn't enough to take it over. And Unicorns re-established their lead. As I said, they've probably wanted to do this entire game since they went down, but since they got the equaliser against them. Push forward, Spoopy back. Unicorns are going to want another goal because they have had times where they've been a goal up and gone down or been equalised on. They just want to give themselves a cushion to calm themselves down. And Dennis down in the centre, pinching it with the crossbar. Wasn't the best idea from him. They caught Spoopy out, and now Psycho across field. Spoopy or Spoppy expecting backboard hit. It's Spoppy boy. I've been saying that a bit wrong in game. My apologies, but. Now Psycho into the middle, Dennis up high, beating out Mish. Block onto the bar and post combined, and now the pressure on from Unicorns and Dennis to get that 2-goal cushion. We are saying that they want, they've got re-establishment of the lead. Now they've got the 3-1 lead. It's looking like they could run away with this, but Zypher have got the higher pressure in the previous 4 games, so all they have to do is combine their forces and get back together, play how they have been. 2 goals is going to be a piece of cake for them. Swifty towards middle, Jakey. Keep that pressure on, as I said, they will do. Psycho with the miss though. Unicorns can't let it slip here. Jakey going up onto the backboard, Mish going away from net, Swifty down. With that read off the backboard, a good play, good pass onto the backboard to make it awkward for Unicorns, and Zypher within touching distance of the equaliser. With 1 minute 36, they've got all the time in the world to do so and get that goal. Unicorns just have to stay calm and assess the situations they're being put in. But the shot from Mish, the poor defence from Unicorns, but they do go up the other end after that poor spell. Try and turn it around, and Psycho not getting connection. The Spoppy boy with the hit just finds its way past the defender, but hits the post. Especially in game 5 here, a 1-goal lead is not enough for Unicorns. They did have 2, but it's now back on them in the pressure-wise. Swifty into the corners. He pushes it over Jakey, and now Mish. With that follow-up, they needed to get all their men forward to get the goal, and they have done so with 1 minute left. 3-3 here in anyone's game in game 5. There's a great attacking plays there, Mish, with that follow-up, and pass is perfect, again, inch perfect onto the backboard, and then at a non-reaching distance for Unicorns in defence, but Zypher will try and take this here with Mish. They've got the lead, they've got the turnaround. And now, Unicorns on the back foot going into the last minute of Game 5. Very crucial game in this series in the end. Swifty. Take it forward. The goal for them doing good and will probably give them the win in the game. And therefore the series, but Unicorns are really kicking themselves right now. They had the cushion. They've lost it now. Zypher with that lead. Swifty with the half-let to get speed forward. Playing it into the middle, and Jakey trying to get the follow-up. Spoppy boy away. Then Dennis into that little area. Jakey away. Spoppy boy with the miss. Dennis with the miss. Dennis caught back, having to get that touch. Now Spoppy boy away. 10 seconds left. Unicorns find themselves behind. They do have the pressure on here as it's Dennis versus Swifty. He doesn't have boost, so can't keep it away, and Swifty gonna try and get this down. He does so, and Zypher with the turnaround in the series and this game. They do take it 3-2 here after a 4-3 extravagant game, a 7-goal thriller to end the series off. And really, Unicorns had their spells, but Zypher Purple, they were on top for most of it. It just seemed from the start that, there were times, it went end to end, Unicorns taking first game, and so on so, but when Zypher had their pressure and their moments, they took them well. Their shots were inch perfect, getting it over the goalkeeper or around him, but it just really allowed for a good game in the end.